everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I'm doing a video and I'm going to try to use coded language in this one, of course. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is acceptable on this platform anymore and what is not. But I'm just going to call it, and you can look the first letter of each word up as far as what that stands for. It's in the news a lot. Game of Funyuns research. So this is something that a year ago you were, as I've said before, you're a conspiracy theorist or racist Trump supporter if you talked about, right? So this story is quickly devolving, depending on where it goes, into the WMDS thing of our time. I think Matt Taibbi, or was it someone else who appeared on Jimmy Dore's show the other day, said this. And it's one of those things that it has potential to be far worse than we know. If even the Biden administration is sort of half admitting it, and there's these articles that kind of, they see these propaganda articles, Wired magazine or whatever. It's like, we don't know for sure, but maybe, but not for sure, but maybe, not for sure. It's like they can't they're fence sitting because of they're propagandists for the government. So they can't say, well, the evidence is clear that 3 people got sick from the Wu Tang Han Solo lab, and then that had the Cervanka virus, right? Well, fucking, man, this makes me mad. I hate reading. I have a subscription to Wired magazine. I don't know how to cancel it. I need to figure that out. I'm bad with technology. I mean, I send dick pics with those mall photo booths through the mail. That's how I send dick pics. I'm so bad. I'm a boomer. And it's actually one of my stand-up jokes. Just I didn't say it right, but don't steal it. By the way, yeah, I'm writing a lot of jokes. I'm going to be doing stand-up. But unfortunately, one of the places I did stand-up before is requiring something that I do not want to give them. And that's the only place in this town that's said this so far about this, by the way. So I might even do a BitChute exclusive about how that whole thing's overblown. Possibly, maybe, question mark. You know what I mean, Certificate of V identification 1984. So anyways, I refuse. Even if I had gotten it, or if I did get it, or if I even have gotten it, or if I already have it, I'm just going to leave it more obscure and vague. Even if I did get that, even if I've already gotten, maybe I've already had it. Maybe it was the J&J. Maybe I didn't. I'm not going to give a fucking card to the door to go somewhere. Thankfully, reason prevails in this town to some extent. There's a club down the street, this goth club that replaced an older goth club that I used to go to. They're not requiring it. Other places so far. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, that's not what this video is about. I'll do that BitChute exclusive down the road. What was this video about? Oh yeah, the newest. People compare Russiagate to WMDs, but this might be even far worse. And you have basically, Anthony F. coming out and sort of half admitting, oh yeah, we kind of think there might be something here, even though he might be involved, as we know. One of the things that bothers me about the coverage, though, is, Sticks, Hex, and Hammer and Razor Fist is like, well, Trump, it just gives justice to Trump. Well, as far as I remember, Trump was the one, and I'm not pro Obama or pro Trump. I'm actually against both. But Obama in 2014 pulled some of the funding from the Game of Funyuns research. And then Trump actually reinstated it in 2017, if I recall correctly. So they're salivating over Trump, possibly firing Anthony F. It's misguided and stupid. I mean, they're just such ball lickers for Trump. Raise your fist and Six Hexenhammer. They can't see the forest from the trees. Now, I still like Six Hexenhammer's commentary. I still like him, even though he obviously plays for his audience, and I hate that. But because he just will ball lick Donald Trump every chance he gets, regardless. Well, I think he was kind of wrong about that. You sound like a Biden supporter, just on the other side. Like, well, I don't like how Biden didn't, give student loan relief, even though he promised it like several times in the campaign. I don't care because I love Biden and I love how he sniffs kids' hair. Oh, I love him. You're just as bad on the other side. So, fuck both of them. They can go fucking, I'm not gonna say what I think. I just think those people, the politicians, are all shit. Pretty much at this time. I mean, with maybe an exception of a few people, and one of those people is actually, has done a lot of douchery and done a lot of good. Is Rand Paul with this whole thing, with the whole game of Funyuns research debacle that's quickly evolving in front of our eyes. And I almost voted for Rand Paul in the primaries because this was back when so there was this weird period in like 2018 where I was sort of like shifting to, because I was watching a lot of Young Turks and all the other stuff I watched. I watched a lot of this stuff still. I don't watch the Young Turks anymore because they're fucking bastards. But anyways, I was turning more into like far left for the United States, which is not really far left, but I'm not going to debate about that in this video. So at least with certain issues, it's definitely not far left. So as far as this transition that happened, I got into Bernie Sanders and I kind of went on that train. I started to dislike a lot of Rand Paul's like standard Republican shit. Like I thought he wasn't like his father as much and stuff. But as far as this issue, as far as a game of Funyuns, he's been top-notch questioning Anthony F. I think we're on the precipice of some really scary shit, though. And they're going to use it for some, unjustified territorial pissings with China or whatever, like fucking some Cold War thing. I'm sure, just like James Corbett was talking about, is like, well, the documents that he read. See, I think the conspiracy theorists like Corbett, they'll read documents that are true. It's not like Alex Jones. Right now, he's making up shit, more often. Like he used to actually read documents, just the extrapolations he made were wrong, possibly. And same with James Corbett. But there's actual documents about this new Cold War with China and all this stuff. And I'm sure that there'll be a portion of these people in these administrations that will try to push this narrative. So it's a very scary time. So you don't know what the propaganda or the truth is. As far as we know, as far as if these are even facts anymore, I don't even know who the fuck to believe at this point, Game of Funyuns happened under Anthony F's watch. And there was even stuff he wrote in like 2012 about, some document about how we should try to, it was just really weird stuff. It's problem, reaction, solution, as the lizard man himself talks about. Problem, reaction, solution, no? The reptilians, it's bullshit. That's bullshit, okay? There's fucking reptilians things, so crazy. But, maybe. I don't know. Who knows at this point? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just kidding. So, that's exactly what it is. If you look at it from a historical basis of conspiracy theory 101, there's usually someone that's culpable in charge of the response to the crisis that they helped create. And it's kind of like the Warren Commission. God damn it. YouTube, please fucking leave me alone, please. Please leave me alone. The Warren Commission, the WMDS thing, 711 is a part-time job, that meme, of course, what I'm talking about, the event 20 years ago. And here we have it with Game of Funyuns and the Cervanka virus. So, people might not believe it. I don't care, okay? I need to stop caring what people think. I still worry about my friends and family thinking I'm some nut or something by believing all this stuff and my opinions about shit. I need to stop caring. Because fuck you, I was right. To paraphrase, speaking of Razor Fist, fuck you, I was right. Fuck you, I was right. Fuck you, I was right. He was right too. The Game of Funyuns thing is not no longer a conspiracy theory. Now that Biden's elected, of course, because you had to use it against Trump, like, the Game of Funyuns is all a lie. It's racist. Kind of like how you're supposed to go hug people in Chinatown, like Pelosi said. And then the virus was not a threat. You know, all these people were saying, all these Democrats, oh, well, a couple months later, the fucking egg is on their faces. Nobody fucking held them accountable, including friends and family. Well, fuck you for that. You know, Cuomo-sexuals. Even some family members are like, I liked Cuomo. What? Are you stupid? I'm sorry, I'm calling out people. Fuck you. You know, fuck you. People that fucking like supported Cuomo and didn't believe I mean, if they had, okay, I'll smooth that over. If you heard about the bad stuff about Cuomo, okay, and you are family or friends, and you didn't believe it, and then you believed all this other shit about Cuomo, then fuck you. I'm not going to say that about people that just don't watch much media or don't look into things further. But if you did and you saw the Cuomo stuff, then fuck off, right? I'm not going to diss people like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm just pissed. So this is the blow off steam, okay? The Game of Funyuns thing is every day there's new evidence. What do I think is going to happen is it's going to slowly fade. I mean, we saw that with the WMDS thing. It's like, oh, wow, the WMDS thing was a lie. Okay, less and less coverage. Other things become focused on. So we know that the Cervenka thing's waning or dying or possibly, I don't know. There'll be another crisis 10 or 20 years from now, and they'll exploit and stuff, of course. But it's like 5 years from now, back pages of some Newsweek or some fucking Vox blog or website, or a Vox or fucking Huffington Post or something. Oh, yes, it is confirmed now. It'll be like something on the bottom, something on the back pages. This is Chomsky fucking media manipulation 101. Talking about East Timor versus Cambodia. Now, East Timor is way less people that died, but it was like happening at the same time as a lot of the Cambodian shit, and it's got little coverage like that. Oh, by the way, the right-wing authoritarian government of Indonesia is killing a bunch of people in East Timor. Oh, by the way, like a little blurb. So that's what's going to happen with this, just like with WMDs, but more people believed as time went on when the WMDs is bullshit, or the whole thing was a lie. And it's pretty much confirmed it's a lie now. And nobody ever apologized. Nobody ever, other than Judith Miller, was fired. Hardly anybody. Nobody ever fucking got canceled, got embarrassed by it. And now people are just like, George Bush is so cute, he paints dogs. Oh my God. So, as much as I want to obliterate anybody, thing is, I'm not a violent person. I was raised to be all non-violent and passive. Sorry. Sorry. My guns were taken away by my G.I. Joes, and I'm still mad about that. But I would seriously punch someone in the face if they told me they like George W. Bush at this point and like forgive him for all this shit. I would punch him. I don't care, I'm not a violent person, but I'm gonna punch him with this ring on. Maybe even this stuff on. Maybe even my brass knuckle. More weapons to come, of course, too. Ready to fight the revolution against lockdown. So I'm just kidding. Who knows though? But hopefully this content is not that crazy. But we'll see. I'm really testing the bounds. So yeah, I'll punch him in the face. I don't care. If you tell me that, maybe I'll just leave the room. I don't know. But certain people I would punch in the face if they said, well, George Bush is a nice guy. I don't think he was at fault for the murder of 1 million Iraqis. Oh, he's a great guy, draws puppies. He hangs out with Oprah and Michelle Obama. What a great guy. What a great guy. And that leads me to another video, which I'll be doing, the existential threat. That's all. Peace out.